Okay, I'm going to show a couple of different ways that I preserve my peppers into the season. And I mean, there's lots of things you can do with them, like making sauces, jellies, or whatever. But sometimes when you have a whole bunch to do at once before they go bad, I mean, you couldn't really use all of these before they go bad, like when you're making sauces, unless had a commercial kitchen or something. But so what I like to do is freeze and dry, and then that allows me to do what I want with them later. Especially freezing, because you can always use that for sauces and jellies, and you can still dry those too. And if you dry them, you can use them as they are, or make powder blends and different spices. So the key thing too is to vacuum seal, and that's if you're going to do this, you really need a food saver, because like for dried peppers, that keeps the air out, so it's not going to absorb moisture and go bad. With freezing, it's going to keep it from getting freezer burn. So basically, once you vacuum seal it after you pre-process it, basically it stays good indefinitely until you're ready to use it. So the first thing I'm going to do is dehydrating. So I believe I will use these Bootla Brown SLP, because I've already frozen a bunch of these. I like to have some for a powder. Those and also these Papua Shito Cross and these Cherry Recife. These handful of orange brain. And may as well do these black phthalates. I'll do these, and the Bootla Brown SLP. And then I'll pick some more to freeze. I'll show those also. Okay, I always start by spraying everything down with vinegar. This is an all-natural disinfectant, and this is a good way to kill any germs that could be on there from the garden, and it washes off. It doesn't leave any toxic residue. And I spray that off really well, and after I'm done spraying, I'll actually rinse them in another running water too, like I'm doing there. So then I'll just kind of dry each one off individually, and I don't have to be super dry, but dry as you can. And they kind of do checking the pods as I go too. If I feel one that's soft, I'll toss it. Then I go ahead and just de-stem them all. And when I'm done with that, then if I'm drying, I'll actually slice them in half, because they're going to be set cut side up. And this, for one thing it does is makes it dry quicker, but also allows you to inspect the pods, make sure there's no bad spots, make sure they look good. Then just lay them on the tray, cut side up, and this keeps any juices from running out, or helps prevent it from running down the bottom. That's why I do it. And so yeah, just fill all your trays. The dehydrator comes with 4 trays, but I bought 2 extra trays, so actually filling up 6. So I'm going to add the other peppers that I've cleaned and cut too, and get ready to turn this on. And I let it run for about a day, 20 hours or so, until they're cracker dry, basically. And then you can, this is an easy way to vacuum seal the pods. First, if you use the roll of sealer bags, you just cut it. You seal one end, then you fill it, and then vacuum and seal the other end. You can also use mason jars with a jar sealer attachment. That's a really good way to store pods as well. But I don't have any jars available, so I'm just going to use these bags, and they work just as good. Sometimes the bags will get punctured if it's a really hard piece in the pod, but I usually don't have any problems with it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and fill these up, and when have about maybe a couple inches more space left on the end, then that's enough to stick in there. And just kind of flatten it out a little bit and slide it in. And just let it do its thing. Once it's sucked all the air out, then it'll kick on the sealer part, and that'll melt the bag, so nothing else can get back in. And it takes a few seconds for it to finish that, but it's done. It's packed and ready to go. And I just write the name of the pod and the date, and it'll stay good indefinitely. So yeah, so that's that. It's really tight, vacuum sealed. For the ones that I want to freeze, I do exactly the same way, except I don't cut them in half. It's not necessary. I just kind of cut them open enough to peek inside and make sure there's no bad spots. You can kind of leave a little hinge on there. Just fill them the exact same way you do with the dried pods. Stick it in there and just let it vacuum seal that same way. Yeah, so it's almost done. And same thing, I just write the name of the pepper, if I can remember how to spell it, and the date, and just stick in the freezer, and it will stay perfectly fresh until I'm ready to use it. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.